Have you ever wondered what's happening inside your electric iron to make it so good at smoothing out wrinkles? It seems simple. Just plug it in and it gets hot. But the technology inside is actually pretty clever. Today we're going to peel back the layers and demystify the magic behind this everyday household hero. We'll look at all the essential components, from the part that generates the heat to the smart little device that keeps it from getting too hot. So if you're curious about how things work, stick around. Let's get started. Let's talk about the main internal parts. Most important part of any iron is its sole plate. This is the smooth, heavy, triangular metal plate at the bottom that presses your clothes. It's usually made of aluminum or stainless steel, sometimes with a ceramic coating to help it glide effortlessly. Inside, nestled securely within this sole plate, is the heart of the iron, the heating element.
Ow!
So, what is this heating element? It's essentially a resistor. Think of it like a coiled wire, often made from an alloy like nichrome. When electricity flows through this wire, the resistance causes it to heat up very quickly. This is the same basic principle used in toasters and electric heaters. The heat generated by this element is then transferred directly to the sole plate, which in turn transfers the heat to your clothes. It's a simple but incredibly effective way to generate the high temperatures needed for pressing fabrics. But how does the iron know when to stop heating? If it just kept getting hotter and hotter, it would burn your clothes and become a serious fire hazard. This is where the thermostat comes in. The thermostat is the iron's brain, constantly monitoring and regulating the temperature. It's the key to keeping the sole plate at the exact temperature you've selected for different fabrics, whether it's delicate silk or sturdy cotton. The secret to the thermostat is a fascinating little component called a bimetallic strip. As the name suggests, this strip is made of two different metals, like steel and brass, bonded together side by side. Why two metals? Because different metals expand at different rates when they get hot. So, as the iron heats up, one side of the strip expands more than the other, causing the strip to bend. This bending action is what makes the iron turn on and off automatically. The bimetallic strip is positioned right next to a contact point in the electrical circuit. When the iron is cold, the strip is straight, touching the contact point and completing the circuit. Electricity flows to the heating element, and the iron heats up. As it reaches the desired temperature, the strip bends away, breaking the circuit. The power to the heating element is cut, and the iron starts to cool down. Once it cools enough, the strip straightens out, touches the contact again, and the heating process restarts. This cycle happens over and over, keeping the temperature just right. You control this whole process with the temperature control knob. When you turn the dial to a higher setting, you're actually adjusting the distance between the bimetallic strip and the contact point. A higher temperature setting means the strip has to bend further before it breaks the circuit, allowing the iron to get hotter. A lower setting does the opposite, making the circuit break at a cooler temperature. It's a simple mechanical adjustment that gives you precise control. Of course, none of this would work without a safe and secure electrical connection. The power cord brings electricity from the wall outlet into the iron. Inside, the wiring connects the power source to the heating element, the thermostat, and an indicator light that tells you when the iron is heating up. All these connections are carefully insulated to ensure safety. An extra layer of protection, most modern irons have a thermal fuse. This is a one-time safety device. If the thermostat fails for some reason, and the iron starts to overheat to a dangerous level, the thermal fuse will blow. It melts and permanently breaks the electrical circuit, preventing a potential fire. It's a crucial backup system that ensures your iron operates safely. So, to sum it all up, you plug in your iron, select a temperature, and electricity flows through the heating element. The sole plate gets hot. The bimetallic strip inside the thermostat monitors this heat. When it hits the right temperature, the strip bends, cutting the power. As it cools, the strip straightens, turning the power back on. This simple, ingenious cycle keeps your iron at the perfect temperature, while a thermal fuse stands by just in case. It's a beautiful example of simple physics and engineering working together perfectly. And that's the inside story of how your electric iron works. It's amazing how much clever design goes into the tools we use every day. I hope you found this breakdown interesting. If you enjoyed learning about the mechanics behind everyday objects, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.